Hi, my name's Lorena, and I am going to do a interview for digital citizenship. This is my friend Leanne. Leanne, do you consent to this video for me to ask you questions?
Yes.
Okay, so in your own words, what do you think digital citizenship means?
When I think of citizenship, I think of like good moral character. So I think of it in the sense of digital, like how you would follow guidelines in the digital world, as far as like rules on different social medias about what to post or what not to post, or like ages that you're supposed to be on there or not. I would think being respectful on is a huge part of digital citizenship, like knowing what you say matters in every aspect. I also think in digital citizenship that you are always thinking about privacy.
Right.
For yourself, maybe even for others, and safety. So if you saw something, you see it, you say it to somebody if it's something that's a safety issue. And just in general, I would think digital citizenship is just being honorable in everything that you are a part of, no matter if it's a social media or an email or anything within the digital world.
What are the responsibilities of early childhood to 12th grade teachers in protecting students in online environments?
Well, I do think that teachers have a unique sense of being within an area, like in all ages actually. But if teachers have good rapport with their students, I feel like they can intervene when they hear things, because teachers usually hear things. I'm thinking about a high school friend of mine who is a high school teacher, and she would come to ask advice on how to handle different situations, because she heard what was going on. So I think that helping kids in situations that they know are current or happening to them, like how to respond or when to report, which I do think teachers also need to report if they know of something unsafe. But I do think that's important. I also think, like, we've had some FCCLA kids in our school who actually were doing a STAR event project for their project. And they were kids teaching kids. So they brought down important information about digital citizenship kind of, issues. And I think that's important, that teachers might use that avenue to help kids teach kids, maybe about topics that are important.
Yeah, because they would listen to them.
Oh yeah,
a little bit better than us trying to.
They're going to listen to their peers. They're going to listen to their mentors, their people they admire, and so yes, definitely. I think teachers do cybersecurity training every year, so I'm sure there's things out there for all age levels that you could talk about. How to know things that are like scamming, and just ways to respond to different kind of cybersecurity kind of issues.
Like to keep us protected from phishing emails and stuff.
Yes, definitely. It could be on anything, but I do think that teachers do have a great opportunity to mainly be in the moment of things that are going on, and to do some preventative stuff, but also just intervention, like in the middle of, to try to help kids, like teaching them maybe think time. Don't just post, don't just react. Because I think kids, back when we were younger, maybe me, not you, but we would write notes and we would bring them, we're going to show them the next day. But now it's like you think it, you post it, and then it's just out there, and you don't get a chance to be like, okay, I'm not going to really say that. So,
when I was in high school, we would write notes and we would just pass them to each other, and then they would just be in the trash. Like, that was it.
Yes.
Now they're everywhere.
Yes.
Online.
There's no like middle time to like get over, or to maybe decide you're not going to, because you just do it. So maybe just teaching them some skills on
safety, and
just thinking about before you post, and open up emails, like checking in with people if that's something you should open on emails and things like that.
Okay, so what do you think are some common misconceptions about digital citizenship?
I think first that kids think that if they put something on a media or email or whatever, if they delete it, they think it's gone.
Right.
But in actuality, anything on a device or digital footprint has a digital footprint can be retrieved. And so I think they don't really understand that fully, that you can't just delete it and it's gone.
Yeah.
I also don't think they understand the widespread of like how far their posts or information goes if they're not set to private. Like how friends of friends of friends can see things if it's not set in the right setting. So I don't know if they really truly know how important the like privacy setting is.
Or if they have it in private, they just have it in public
Yes.
just to
Right.
let everybody see, but they don't realize.
I think they like public because they get more likes and people can repost them. You know, like we were at a music fest and a girl kept saying that her post got reposted, and her mom's like, well, mine never got reposted, and the daughter said, well, that's because you're on private.
And nobody else can see
and they can't repost it. So I think they like the likes and
the attention.
Yes, but there are some negative things that come with that if you are public. So
Yeah.
I think that's a misconception between public and private. And then I also think that sometimes the fine print of what we accept from policy when we join different social medias, I feel like those sometimes we don't really fully know what we're accepting.
Yeah, we just skim over it and accept it and move on.
Yes. And like an example I feel like from that is that like how sometimes they say that different social medias own what you post, like they own your videos and they own your pictures. And a true story to that is my son, who freshman year of college videoed his friend who got her nose pierced and she passed out. And so about 4 years later, I see this blood pressure cup commercial coming up to like sell this it's talking about blood pressure.
Right.
But they show this girl pass out, and I'm looking at it thinking, that looks just like the video of Josh's friend.
So they stole his video.
Yes. And also, guess what I did? I screen recorded it.
Oh.
So I don't think that's another misconception. I don't think kids realize that you think it goes away like Snapchat, but really you can.
It's going to always be there.
People can screen record or even video it on their phone or whatever. But yeah, that's kind of scary to think that other people can use your stuff. And what if you didn't really want them to?